What are we doing in this country, man? This is so upsetting. The officials in the state need to be charged with crimes against humanity for what they're doing to Tina Peters. This is a gold star mom they're treating like a murderer. In the first video I did on Tina Peters, which I implore you to watch, it includes the full interview I did with her last year, I read a comment that really pissed me off. It made me really angry. Someone said, "George, you didn't do a good enough job explaining the crimes she committed." What? You think she's in jail because she committed a crime? My state of Colorado went after Tina Peters because as the clerk and recorder of Mesa County, she preserved election records on the voting machines before Dominion and the Secretary of State came by to delete them. And the crooked judge overseeing the trial wouldn't even allow her lawyers to come with evidence of Dominion and the Secretary of State plotting to delete those files. Tina Peters is in jail for being an election integrity warrior. There is no crime here. Anyways, here's the update. This is directly from the people running her account on X. Tina has been moved to solitary confinement today after filing a grievance with the warden about a teacher in the prison making statements to numerous other inmates about her. Some of those inmates informed Tina that this teacher was speaking openly about the fact that Tina is never going to leave prison, that the state will never let her out. Tina asked this teacher about their statements about her while passing them in the halls of the facility. This resulted in the teacher and inmates antagonizing Tina and ganging up on her verbally. Inmates openly supported the teacher and their statements and berated Tina for not telling the media to stay silent on her conditions and details of her case. At the suggestion of another inmate, Tina filed a grievance against the teacher this morning. Tina was then brought to medical for a physical evaluation consisting of a strip search, a meeting with mental health, followed by the manager of mental health in the facility, and then made to wait for several hours. Tina was then informed that she would be moved to solitary confinement due to an investigation involving internal affairs. She was told the investigation could take up to 17 days. She expects to remain in solitary for the duration of the investigation. As of now, she has been removed from her normal cell and is currently being held in solitary confinement. She has been told she is not being punished and has been allowed to keep her iPad but does not have access to the internet and therefore cannot call any of her approved contacts or her attorneys unless the rest of the pod is put back in their cells until she has completed her calls. She's in a windowless cell, again with no contact, and will be allowed out of her cell 1 to 2 hours per day. This is a difficult day for Tina, as you can imagine, especially considering this is the eve of her mother's 97th birthday. Please keep Tina Peters in your prayers and pray that an honest investigation is performed into the misconduct of the individuals involved for the inappropriate and willful targeting of a political prisoner. Pray that she gets to see her 97-year-old mother again soon. If you can support Tina, she needs your help. Please share her website, tinapeters.us, and encourage everyone you know to donate to support her living expenses and legal bills so that she can stay afloat and win so that this can never happen to any other American. Unbelievable. The Trump administration has been trying to get Tina Peters freed. The latest on that is they're pressuring our governor, Jared Polis, to transfer Tina from state prison to federal prison, which is under the Trump administration's jurisdiction. The administration sent a letter to Colorado's Department of Corrections making that request. Polis previously said he would not release Peters, but now he appears to be wavering. The state corrections department told the Denver Post the federal request is under review. The Colorado Attorney General and Mesa County District Attorney Dan Rubenstein, the prosecutor on the case, sent a letter to Polis last week asking him not to transfer Peters, calling it an attempt to circumvent Colorado's sovereignty to administer and enforce its own laws. The state's bipartisan County Clerks Association sent a similar letter to the governor on Friday, saying her release would undermine the state's elections and put clerks' safety at greater risk. This is the letter Dan Rubenstein and Phil Weiser sent to Polis. I'm not going to read it. It's nonsensical. If you look at the timing of this, President Trump urged the state of Colorado to release Tina Peters, or he would do some really bad things to Colorado. I would assume maybe a lot of federal cuts and possibly a surge of law enforcement activity into Democrat cities in Colorado. And you'd think they'd view that as a good thing if they love their constituents, but that's like their worst nightmare. And they threw Tina Peters in solitary confinement days later. It's like they're daring the Trump administration. It's a complex case because the president can't pardon her. But my stance has always been to use soft power to get what you're looking for. And it appears to be working. Polis went from a hard no to considering it. Tina Peters also has a habeas corpus petition that is currently being reviewed by the courts, and we pray justice is served there as well. Her case is not hard to understand. She went above and beyond to preserve election records, and they prosecuted her for following the law and doing her job. That's the country we live in, ladies and gentlemen. Keep Tina Peters in your prayers. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to keep you updated on this. Well, I'll be doing it anyways. Thanks for watching. God bless, and goodbye.